Hey guys, X-Dwarf here. This will be part 2 to my opening of the 4 Lightning Overdrive packs I got for my birthday. So, to review, since I didn't officially finish the last pack that I opened up, we got Mysterion, the Dragon Crown, which is a very nice holo. I'm really impressed with this, and this is supposedly very rare, so that's cool. This could be helpful for Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, or Red Eyes and Dark Magician decks, since it only needs a Spellcaster monster and a Dragon monster. So you can also do like Wind Witch or some other stuff. So we also got the Link monster, Paleozoic Canberra Raster, Common Link. This will be pretty good. Pretty good. We got Screams of the Branded, which is basically special summons a fusion monster that's been banished or in your graveyard. And it helps with the Fallen of Albaz deck and Springans and all that. We got Boojin Candescence, which Boojin for Boojin decks. ZS Armed Sage for stuff like Utopia decks. Zexal and Trust. So yeah, that stuff too. Amaze Attraction, Majestic, Merry-Go-Round, Otoshi Dimashi, which is kind of a confusing effect because it only works when tuners aren't on the field, but this is a tuner. Kind of weird. And World Soul Carbon, which will be helpful for World Soul. Sounds like it'll be helpful for World Soul decks. So yeah, really cool. I'm excited to use those in locals. So yeah, this is the opening of this one. So let's open up our next one. Make sure not to cut up my cards here. That would not be good. So let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, we got one more. Alright. Perfect. Alright. Terrors of the Underroot. Target up to 5 cards in your opponent's graveyard and the same number of your opponent's banished cards on their side of the graveyard, and if you do, return those banished targets to the graveyard. Okay, so that returns some monsters from being banished. Springan's Brothers. You can target one Springan's if this card is sent from hand or deck to grave. Target one Springan's monster in your graveyard. Special summon at defense position. That sounds handy. It's another Springan's deck. It's another Springan's piece. Judgment of the Branded. So we've got 2 of the branded cards. We've got Screams and Judgment of the Branded. Very cool. Target one level 8 or higher fusion monster you control. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls with an equal or higher attack than that monster. During the end phase, this card is in the graveyard because it was sent here to activate the effect of Fallen of Albaz this turn. You can set this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. Expendable Die. That's like unexpected die. Tribute one warrior monster, target one card in the field, destroy it, and if you do, target one card. Okay, so that'll be good for warrior decks. Birth of the Prominence Flame. Oh yeah, and it's a nice super rare. Or just rare. Target 2 fire monsters, 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner with 200 defense in your graveyard. Banish both monsters, and if you do, special summon 1 fire synchro monster at your deck whose level equals the total levels of those monsters. Only tribute 1 Birth of the Prominence Flame once per turn. Okay. 1 by 1. Send 1 monster from your hand field to the graveyard and target one of your level 1 monsters that is banished from the graveyard, except the monster sent to the graveyard. Add that monster to your hand. You can only activate once per turn. Okay. Springan's Booty. If a face-up exceeds monster you control leaves the field by card effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls. Neither player can activate that effect monster's effects on the field this turn. You can send space up, clear the graveyard, activate one Great Sand Sea, Golgonda directly from deck or graveyard. You can only use each effect once per turn, so it's a nice continuous spell. War Rock Big Blow. During main phase, if you face up War Rock monster you control leaves the field by opponent's card effect, destroy up to 2 cards your opponent controls. You can only activate one War Rock Big Flow per turn. And ZW, Pegasus Twin Saber. If you only control ZW, Pegasus Twin Saber, if your opponent, you can only control one of these. If your opponent life points are at least 2,000 higher than yours, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can target one Utopia monster you control, equip this card to you control to it as an equip spell. That gives it 1,000 attack. Wow. Once per turn, if this card is equipped to a monster, you can negate a monster effect activator in your opponent's field. Oh, that's cool. Alright. Let's open up our third pack here. I really like the design of this. This is really nice. Okay, pack number 3. If you're wondering why I'm using scissors, it's just more organized. Okay. So second, Amaze Attraction, Merry-Go-Round. Another Oto Shida Miyashi. Another Canberra Raster. Starry Night CL. If this card is in your hand, you can return one Starry Night monster or one level 7 Light Dragon monster. You control to the hand except Starry Night CL. Okay, so that won't work with Blue Eyes. Special summon this card. If you control no monsters, banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon one level 7 Light Dragon monster from your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. Okay. Ooh, a Rocks Rose Dragon. It's a tuner. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one card that specifically lists Black Rose Dragon in its text from deck to hand, except Rocks Rose Dragon. If this card is in your graveyard, if a face-up Rose Dragon monster or Plant Synchro monster you control is destroyed by battle or by opponent's card effect, you can add this card to your hand. That sounds interesting. That's a once per turn. Hidden Springs of the Far East. Field spell. Once per turn during the main phase 2, the turn player can activate this effect. They gain 500 life points, and until the end of this turn, apply these effects. The normal and special summons of their monsters cannot be negated. If they activate a spell or trap card or monster effect that includes an effect that special summons a monster, the activation cannot be negated. If their opponent cannot target spell or traps they control with card effects, they can also be destroyed by card effects. Okay, so it's like field protection for everyone. Pharaonic Guardian Sphinx. I wonder if you could use that for Sphinx search cards. Because like there's the Andro Sphinx deck. But anyway. Once per turn, you can change this card face up and face down defense position. It only uses each of the following effects once per turn. If a card is flip summoned, shuffle all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. Ooh, that sounds really good. If this card is in your owner's control, if this card is in its owner's control, is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon one level 5 rock monster from hand or deck and face down defense position. Oh man, finally a good way to summon Giant Soldier of Stone. And now there's Yes Arm Stage. You and AI. If a Cyburst monster with 23 original attack is special summoned, you can